What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So here we have Deathstroke number 36. As you know, I haven't done Deathstroke in a while because I didn't want to bother following the whole Batman versus Deathstroke thing with the Damian as a son subplot. I thought it wasn't for me, but we get back to the main continuity. First of all, let's talk about how DC has been killing the game with their variants. Like, their variant covers are boss. Look at that, man. You got the whole Arkham crew here. You got the Riddler, Solomon Grundy, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, the Joker, Scarecrow, and Scarface. And of course, got this badass pick of Deathstroke. So let's get into issue 36. So we start off like, already high octane. We see apparently Deathstroke is slitting the throat of the Riddler. We just see, my name is Deathstroke. This is my knife. And then we get this awesome spread of all the rogues of Batman here. It's like, this is my gun. So Riddler's dead. We see we have Hugo Strange, Tweedledee Tweedledum, Ventriloquist, Solomon Grundy, Dr. Destiny, Mr. Freeze, the Mad Hatter, Scarecrow, yada yada. And in the corner right here, Victor Sass. And this seems to be like regular people. I really like the art style. It seems very cool. So, Deathstroke's just doing everything. We see Hugo Strange is like, welcome Colonel Wilson to our house. Shall we begin? And we just see, how did we get here? So we just see, basically Deathstroke is doing his things. He's beating up all the Batman rogues, fighting all. We see him like this, how do we get there? And what I like is how they give us a little bit of a recap, Last thing you remember is having a truck dropped on you on Chinatown. Then that humiliating procedure at Arkham. Adeline Wintergreen, your ex-wife, conspired with your best friend, your only friend, to do what no assemblage of Titans, no League of Justice had been able to do. End Deathstroke forever. So in the last issue, after Defiance broke up, Slade was in China. He was working with the new Chinese Superman, and he was trying to take down this triad, but he ended up getting caught, set up by Billy Wintergreen and his wife, and he ended up being sent to Arkham. It's like the solution was pretty obvious and easy. Evil has a lawyer, but crazy? Say crazy is something we can actually do something about. And then we just see he cuts Dr. Destiny, who seems to be his son, Joseph, Jericho. So we just see this is the story of how we met and became friends, sorta. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Just see. Simple persuasion, my dear Colonel. Check his hat. Post-hypnotic suggestion fed. The electrographic leads in Jericho Max. I'd rather remove Deathstroke's head. So we just see Fate agrees. It's like Plato made a Socratic defense concerning justice. Order. It's like order and character of the stale state versus the just man. Tell me, Colonel Wilson, are you just a man? Are you a just man? Or are you just a man? Wow, so we just see Victor Sass dropping into his eye, but apparently this seems to be a dream. And we can see Deathstroke is in a padded cell, completely padded. And Ed Bennis and Fernando Passerin did the pencils on this. Francisco Martina, the variant cover, always like it. So, he's been here for 3 weeks, not crazy, and he's talking to this younger version of Wintergreen that's basically a mental holographic image implanted to him by an enemy back a few issues back. Whoa. Say, just because you alone can see me doesn't make me any less real, or you insane. Ever to the contrary. So he's like basically trying to do this, but it seems that Deathstroke's been coughing up, trying to, trying to remain sane. So cancer somewhere to get done. Slade, there's something wrong with you. You are a video feed processed through a neural implant. That doesn't exist. A dozen full body scans, nothing. The implant was just issued with gaslighting me. Yeah, issued with, that's the same. That's so, then how can I possibly do this? A detailed blueprint of this facility, freshly downloaded from the dark web. Escape shots highlighted. Must have seen them someplace. I have an eidetic memory. Your powers are being suppressed, Slade. Ah, so yes, in Arkham, all of his powers are being suppressed, enhanced strength, reflexes, and obviously your enhanced intellect. For you to simply accept what you've been told, you become an embarrassment to the fearsome brothers of superheroes gathered here. So we see all of these superheroes like this: John Dee, Victor Freeze, Victor Says, Hugo Strange, Dumfrey Tweed, Harvey Dent, and this guy. Sorry, Harvey Dent, who seems to be having Deathstroke's mask for some reason. Meanwhile, we get back to Brooklyn, where Slade's daughter Rose is going through a change. Basically, she's been possessed by a Vietnamese warrior, ancient one, because of her lineage. You just see her boyfriend is like, "Come on, this has to stop." It's like it's Willa Hosun. It's like Nikaj Nektam, an ancient Hmong warrior princess. When I went to Vietnam to find my Hmong family, I walked over her grave, and she followed me back. Just see, she's obsessed with destroying the Lotus Gang to avenge the death of her friend. I don't remember much of last night. So in Chinatown before, you just see it's Willow. Carve that witch up. So Willow goes in, and she just goes in and starts killing people. Just see. Killing people, demanding the friend of her, Claire, basically. So it's time for group therapy, and it's interesting because they do group therapy through VR, apparently. So they're all here. The psychiatrist is there. It's like, "Thanks for joining us, Mr. Wilson." It's like, "All right, let's get on with it." You just see Dr. Evans, spaceman's at it again. "Devin, didn't we discuss this? Didn't we talk about acceptance, discovery and acceptance, being who we are?" It's like, "Yes, so, Devin, you are not Harley Quinn. And two, I'm a man trapped in a woman's hologram. Devin, for your safety and mine, our group sessions occur within the virtual speciality, where our patients are free to appear like and be themselves. Now, this only works when we work it, yes? So I hacked the VR program. I was just having a little fun. They say I've been hiding here for 87 years, except when you were beamed up, except when I was zapped to Pular and experiments upon, yes. Devin, this wing employs a dampening field to prevent teleportation. This butt employs a diaper to prevent incontinence. Doesn't work either. It's like, the enemy is everywhere." Yeah, so I'm already liking this Devin character. So it's like, spaceman you nitwit. We are the enemy. That's why we're here. Held indefinitely, like nuclear waste or plastic grocery bags. Things a polite society doesn't know what to do with. Actually, are we actually insane, or are our education merely a convenient way to warehouse us, indefinitely without charge? Just so we understand each other, in light of your belly aching over society's moral deficit, and given that I've snuffed a lot of your cronies, is there anyone here who wouldn't kill me if they had the chance? You just see this guy raise his hand. You just see. Sorry, thought that was a question. It's like, who thinks this therapist is hot? Wakanda forever. Christopher Priest, you're a boss. So we just see that House Wintergreen, is he with us now? I told you. He says his video feed can't interface with our VR system. But he's here with you. Yes. What's he doing? Say, eating lunch. Having a little fun with me, Colonel Wilson? I wish. KFC. Extra crispy. Major William Randolph Wintergreen, British SAS, around retirement age now, but you see him in his prime. I see everybody here in their prime. We both know that's not true either. I know what you do to these men. As do I. We've all been found not guilty by reason of insanity. That makes us legally patients, not prison inmates, which means we have rights. Deathstroke could sue. But I have a better suggestion. This voice you're hearing in your head. It's like, the best way to cure delusion is to test it. So, meanwhile, Jericho, they're back in meeting with his pal right here. They're back at the old Defiance headquarters, and, they're testing out Jericho's new suit, which was destroyed, and he's like, "Jericho, how's the new thrust fuel?" It's like, "Pretty slick, Ozone. Respond both to gesture and EEG input. Great to be back in the air." Say, "Good thing Tanya left detailed specs on your icon suit before she's like, yeah, Tanya was a good girl. A teenage genius. Shame we lost her." So, Tanya is quote-unquote dead, as was shown in the first annual. I have a video for that review, actually. So, your sister is a good girl, too, Rose. Will's just getting there. Jericho, it's like, you mean this Will nonsense? She thinks she's possessed, Joe. So I think she needs a drink. It's like, I think she needs her dad. And Jericho's like, no, we're not breaking out Deathstroke out of Arkham. It's completely out of the question. Oh, I agree. But what if we could break your dad out without actually breaking him out? So he has a Deathstroke suit. So meanwhile, it's like, what? You say I'm not crazy. You say you have a real uplink and those blueprints are current. I do, they are. It's like, well then. So he begins his escape. It's like, Slade. It's like, get back, it's not safe. It's like, why are you whispering? So this guy, Devin, he basically goes in and saying, Funk's like, the answer to your first question is shut up. 87 years, Slade. I know every inch of this place. Sectors unforgotten. Come on, spaceman, enough. It's faster than light travel Deathstroke while I'm gone. Years, sometimes decades pass on Earth. It's why I hide down here. The deeper I hide, the harder for the Plurians to find me. I just see, basically, you just see, they basically, but because things short, they go out, they break out of everything. Wintergreen's directions worked. Maybe I'm not so. And then, of course, see the speed of light. Damn it, the guard tower spotted us. Arkham doesn't have a guard tower. See? This is why you'll never get a movie. I love Devin. But yeah, that's it. And it's good. It's picking up with the main the main story of Deathstroke. You know, moving on again, back to the story. Things are moving well. Deathstroke has broken out of Arkham, which I think we all expected, but now he's been beamed up by aliens. So who knows what'll happen? You know, I'll give us a good it's okay. I recommend it. I give it a good 8 out of 10. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics, get your views on them. I'm trying to get back into reviewing comics. I saw Nerdette. She does great reviews as well. Just seeing her format and her really getting into the comics is really, trying to motivate me to like, man, I got to put out some good content too. So, it is what it is. And I hope to have more videos soon. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.